Hey everyone, my name is Hust. You're on my channel, 100 Facts About Our Planet Earth. Subscribe and let's go. Fact number 1. The age of Earth is about 4.54 billion years. This has been determined by isotope dating of the oldest rocks and meteorites found on our planet. This figure suggests that Earth formed relatively soon after the solar system, which is about 4.6 billion years old. Fact number 2. Planet Earth is covered with water on about 71% of its surface, leaving only 29% for land masses, including continents and islands. This water is mostly contained in the oceans, which include the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and Southern Oceans. These oceans hold about 97% of all the water on Earth, while fresh water represents less than 3%. Fact number 3. The deepest point in the oceans is the Mariana Trench in the western Pacific Ocean, reaching a depth of 11,034 meters. At this depth, the pressure is over 1,000 atmospheres, making it inhospitable for most known organisms. However, scientists have discovered unique types of microbes and creatures adapted to these extreme conditions. Fact number 4. The highest point above sea level on Earth is Mount Everest, which rises 8,848 meters and sits on the border between Nepal and China. Every year, hundreds of climbers from around the world attempt to reach the summit, but extreme weather conditions and thin air make the ascent extremely challenging and dangerous. Fact number 5. Earth consists of several geological layers: the crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core. The crust is the thin outer layer where we live. The mantle is a layer of hot, viscous rock that supports tectonic plate movements. And the core consists of an outer and inner layer, primarily made of iron and nickel. The inner core is solid, while the outer core is liquid, creating Earth's magnetic field. Fact number 6. Earth's core is so hot that its temperature can reach 5,000 to 6,000 degrees Celsius, comparable to the surface temperature of the sun. This temperature is maintained by the radioactive decay of elements like uranium and thorium, along with residual heat left over from Earth's formation. Fact number 7. Earth's atmosphere is composed of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and less than 1% of other gases. Nitrogen helps keep the atmosphere stable, and oxygen is essential for the respiration of living beings. Carbon dioxide and water vapor create the greenhouse effect, regulating the planet's temperature. Fact number 8. Earth has only one natural satellite, the Moon. It was formed around 4.5 billion years ago, following a collision between Earth and a large celestial body known as Theia. This collision ejected a vast amount of debris into space, which then coalesced to form the Moon. Fact number 9. Earth's axial tilt of 23.5 degrees is what creates the seasons. This tilt causes different parts of the planet to receive varying amounts of sunlight throughout the year, explaining why summer and winter are opposite in the northern and southern hemispheres. Fact number 10. Earth's gravitational field holds the atmosphere, preventing it from escaping into space. Gravity also makes it possible for oceans, mountains, and rivers to exist and keeps the Moon in its orbit around Earth. The gravitational force on Earth is 9.8 meters per second squared, which keeps people and objects grounded on the planet's surface. Fact number 11. Earth's rotation is gradually slowing down. This is due to tidal interaction with the Moon. Billions of years ago, Earth rotated faster, and a day lasted about 6 hours. Currently, the slowdown is approximately 1.7 milliseconds per century, and scientists predict that one day in the distant future may last 25 hours. Fact number 12. Earth's shape is not a perfect sphere. It is slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator due to its rotation. This shape is known as a geoid, meaning that the weight of an object is slightly less at the equator than at the poles. Fact number 13. Lithospheric plates, on which continents and oceans rest, are constantly moving and colliding. These movements cause earthquakes, volcanoes, and mountain formation. This process is known as plate tectonics, explaining how continents can shift over millions of years. Fact number 14. The most powerful earthquake on record occurred in Chile in 1960 and measured 9.5 on the Richter scale. It triggered devastating tsunamis that spread across the Pacific Ocean, causing damage even in distant regions like Hawaii and Japan. Fact number 15, the Tibetan Plateau is the largest and highest plateau on Earth, with an average elevation of 4,500 meters above sea level. Known as the roof of the world, it was formed by the collision of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates. Fact number 16, the oceanic crust is thinner than continental crust, measuring around 5 to 10 kilometers in thickness, while continental crust can reach 30 to 70 kilometers. Oceanic crust is mainly basalt, while continental crust is mostly granite. Fact number 17, Earth's atmosphere extends to around 10,000 kilometers in altitude, though more than 90% of its mass is concentrated within the first 10 kilometers from the surface. This lower part of the atmosphere, called the troposphere, is where all weather events occur. Fact number 18, the ozone layer, located in the stratosphere, protects Earth's surface from harmful ultraviolet UV radiation. UV radiation can cause skin cancer and other diseases, but the ozone layer blocks most of these rays from reaching the surface. Fact number 19, blue skies are due to the way light scatters in the atmosphere. Shorter blue wavelengths are scattered by air molecules more than longer wavelengths like red light. This phenomenon is known as Rayleigh scattering. Fact number 20, fresh water makes up only about 3% of all water on Earth, and most of this fresh water, around 68.7%, is frozen in glaciers, polar ice caps, and snow cover. Only a small fraction of this fresh water is accessible for human use and is found in rivers, lakes, and groundwater. Fact number 21, of all Earth's water resources, only 3% is freshwater, and of that small portion, only 1% is accessible for human and animal use. Due to pollution, waste, and climate change, accessible freshwater supplies are diminishing, particularly in arid regions. Water is becoming an increasingly valuable resource, and its conservation is essential for sustaining ecosystems and water supply. Fact number 22, most major rivers on Earth flow from north to south. Exceptions include rivers like the Ob in Russia and the Nile in Africa. The direction of river flow is often determined by mountain ranges and geographic features of the region. Fact number 23, the Nile is the longest river on Earth, measuring about 6,650 kilometers. It flows through 11 African countries and is a vital water source for millions of people in Egypt and Sudan. Because of its significance for human life, it is often called the gift of the Nile. Fact number 24. The Amazon River is the world's largest river by water volume. It accounts for about 20% of the fresh water flowing into the world's oceans. The Amazon and its tributaries flow through the Amazon rainforest, supporting the region's immense biodiversity. Fact number 25. The first living organisms on Earth likely appeared around 3.5 billion years ago. These were single-celled organisms, such as bacteria, that probably existed in the ocean. These microbes gradually evolved and adapted to various conditions, eventually giving rise to complex life forms. Fact number 26. Life on Earth likely originated in the oceans, where water molecules and organic substances could combine in the presence of heat and other necessary conditions. Some scientists believe that life may have originated around hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, where heated water mixed with chemical elements from magma. Fact number 27. The Himalayan mountains continue to grow due to the ongoing collision between the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates, which began around 50 million years ago. The Himalayas rise by approximately 5 millimeters per year, making them one of the youngest and most active mountain ranges on Earth. Fact number 28. Every year, the Earth's crust moves a few centimeters. This is caused by tectonic forces that move the plates on which continents rest. These movements drive geological processes, including earthquakes, mountain formation, and the expansion of oceanic ridges. Fact number 29. Earth receives approximately 174 petawatts of energy from the sun each day. This solar energy drives Earth's climate system by warming its surface and providing light for photosynthesis, which in turn supports nearly all life on the planet. Fact number 30. Only about 30% of sunlight is reflected back into space due to Earth's albedo, the ability to reflect light. Most of this energy is absorbed and converted into heat, helping to regulate climate and weather patterns on Earth. Fact number 31. Solar energy supports photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into energy and oxygen. This is a fundamental process on which the entire food chain depends, from microscopic algae to large mammals. Fact number 32. In 1957, the first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1, was launched into Earth's orbit, marking the beginning of the space age. Today, thousands of satellites orbit Earth, providing communication, navigation, and scientific observation. Fact number 33. There are over 3,000 active satellites orbiting Earth. These satellites provide satellite communication, data transmission, navigation, and meteorological observations, as well as Earth monitoring for various studies.